Scrap. A lot of people talk shit about Gresham. Gresham's not so bad. I mean, no, Gresham is terrible. What am I talking about? I went to a bar in Gresham. It's not a, like, just, I went to a bar in Gresham and I'm never gonna do that again. You ever walk in somewhere and you can just feel the N-word? I was just like, I don't need to be here. I think it was called the Take That Ass Home Tavern. Alright, I'm Thomas Lundy, thank you.
More Thomas Lundy! It's been a good night. You know, yes, you guys. Anybody ever worked for a boss that they couldn't stand? Like, you just had a boss that he was just the biggest jerk. You can say it, they're not here. It's okay. It's after hours, you can't get fired. It's okay. But anybody ever have a boss like that? I had a boss like that. It's the worst person. Let me tell you something. If you guys get a job with anybody in this world, do not work for an African guy. And I know it's not what you're thinking. It's not what you're thinking. You just don't want to work for an African guy because if you tell him you're not coming to work, whatever reason he give you, you give him, he gonna give you an antidote for his country and tell you to get your ass up and come into work. It doesn't, I'm not telling, okay look, I work with this African guy, his name was Bahutnu Jenkins. We just called him BJ for short, because you know, it's just. But I worked for BJ, and one day I couldn't make it to work because I missed the bus. You know, it happens. The buses run kind of janky, and you missed the bus. So I had to call BJ up one day, and I was like, hey, BJ, I missed the bus, man. I'm gonna be a little bit late for work. He gets on, he's like, what? You missed the bus? I said, yeah, man, I'm gonna be a little late. He said, let me get this straight. There is a sign there that tells the bus to stop, but you missed the bus. I said, yeah. He said, let me tell you something. In my country, there's no bus stop. You know how we get to work every day? We wait for a stampede of rhinos to come by. But then we jump on their back. We hold on real tight. Then we jump off when we get to work. We're a little hurt and a little dirty, but we are there on time. Now get your ass up and get here to work. BJ was an asshole, y'all. But I continued working for him. I said, you know what, I need a job, I'm gonna continue working for him. So one day, third day comes up, I catch a cold. It happens, the weather changes out here, I got sick, I couldn't do it. I said, I'm not going to work, I don't feel good. So I called BJ up, I was like, hey BJ, man, I'm not feeling good today. I am not gonna be able to make it into work today. He says, what? I said, yeah, man, I got a cold. I'm not going to be able to make it in. He said, let me get this straight. You have a hot sneeze cold, right? I said, yeah. He said, let me tell you something. When I was a little boy, my mother had the Ebola virus. She died at work, but she was there on time. Now get your ass up and get here to work. I hated this dude. Yeah, I went to work. But this was the final straw. It was one summer that we had here, I don't know if you guys remember, like we actually had triple digits for a couple days. Like it was like 102, 103, 100, you know, like it was up there. And we worked in the warehouse with no air conditioning. I said, fuck that, that's it. I am not going to work today. And I called him up, I was like, hey! BJ, man, it's hot in the motherfucker outside, man, and I ain't gonna be able to come into work today. He says, what? I said, man, it is 103 degrees outside, man. I cannot work in this shit. He's like, let me tell you something. In my country, it's 120 degrees in the shed. And there ain't no damn shed. You know what we're doing in my country if it was 103 degrees? We go outside and say, ooh, I'm gonna put on a sweater. It is chilly today. Now get your ass up and get in here to work. So now I'm doing comedy full time. That job didn't work out as well as I planned. It's been a fun night, ladies and gentlemen. This has been an awesome night. First off, I want to thank the Northwest Cannabis Club and their staff for always supporting local and live comedy. Thank you guys so much for believing in what we do. Also, I want to thank each and every one of you audience members that came out and make this fun for us to do, because without you guys, we're just a bunch of talking heads with a microphone, and that wouldn't be no fucking fun. So thank you guys for coming out and being a part of this. I really appreciate it. I want to thank each and every one of the comedians that came up here and did their thing tonight. Thank you guys so much. Awesome fucking job. Extra special thanks to my man Carter for coming in out the blue and stepping up and doing his thing. I really appreciate that, sir. Thank you so much. And to my best friend, my wife, my manager, my everything, the producer of this show, Miss Courtney Collins and Dirty Angel Entertainment, thank you so much for all that you do. I get beat if I don't say that, and she trained me well. I know. 17 years, I know. But thank you guys all for coming out. Please get home safe. God bless and good night. Thank you.
Enjoying that change action.
Thank you guys for coming out. I hope y'all enjoyed See, she say boo.
You too. Good night, Lori. Good night, Lori.